Welcome to the second part of Jimmy's interview. This is just as exciting as the first part. Stay tuned to the end of this video because we're going to have some photographs and some short clips of videos of Jimmy's mission trips. So I hope you enjoy it and God bless. Okay, so Jimmy, you had said how working all that time was keeping you from church, and which is very important. And I want to talk to you why you felt that is important, because there's a lot of people and Christians and just a lot of people, I don't want to get into it that deep, that say, hey man, we don't need to go to church. You know, I can read the Bible at my house and, you know, whatever. And I want to know why you felt that missing church was a big deal for you.
Well, I wasn't getting fed.
Okay.
You know, it wasn't all about just getting fed either. It's about the fellowship.
There you go.
You know, when you go there with your brothers and sisters and you have a family, there's a fellowship, there's people that depend on you, people that you depend on. It really truly becomes a family. We are the family of God.
Yeah.
You know, and being fed is a big part of it also, because you're not learning.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible is the basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Yeah.
You ever hear that?
Yeah.
And to me, that any question that you have in life can be answered through that scripture. You just have to look.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And if you're not going to church, you're not hearing the word. Most times.
Right.
You know? And yeah, granted, you can read the Bible, and people say you don't have to go to church to, you know, be a Christian. And I saw something the other day. I say, you don't have to wear a parachute to jump from an airplane,
right,
but it sure does help.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes.
You don't have to go to church to be a Christian, but you know what? It sure does help.
Yes.
It's like anything. You get out of life what you put into life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, life is what you make it. How many times have you heard that growing up?
Right.
Whatever. Freaking people don't know what you're talking about. Life is what we make it. You know? I'm not the one that sent me to jail.
Right.
Cops did that.
Right.
Yeah, I was the one that sent.
Yeah, I know.
Once I'm mature,
nobody wants to take responsibility
for our own actions. You know, everything that I have done, every little bit of trouble I've been into, has been because of alcohol. Alcohol is a killer for families, for people in general. I was a raging alcoholic, drug addict. Looking back, I don't know how I'm still alive.
Right.
I don't know how I afforded it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I live week to week a lot of times. I mean, and I don't drink or drug, but I used to.
Yeah.
Crazy. You know, a case of pounders a day,
right.
Easy. You know, not to mention the whiskey and everything else.
Right.
The nights in the bars, I mean, a night in the bar, you can blow $100
easy.
You know, it's just, I don't know how I did it. And the other thing I can think of was that I didn't have kids at the time, but still, that's just crazy.
It is.
You know, to think back of the money that I have spent.
Oh, I wish I could have it back.
And not just the money that I've spent on beer and alcohol and drugs, the fines, the court costs, the vehicles that I've totaled. I've totaled 2 vehicles. The hospital bills.
Yeah.
Just
all the time
fees.
in prison.
I mean, exactly. Just on and on and on and on and on. Thousands and thousands of dollars. And I didn't think about it at the time. Now I'm sitting back thinking, man, I could have a house bought and paid for. I can probably have a vacation home bought and paid for. I could have, a lot nicer truck.
Yeah.
You know, and I could have the brand new Harley or, whatever. I could have a lot more just with the money that I've wasted over the years.
I know.
But, when you go back to church, I got to go to church.
Yeah.
Because I want to go to church. I want to learn. I want to learn more every Sunday. I want to be able to go to church and know that there are people there that I can depend on.
Yes.
To hold me accountable.
And that's the thing.
We need to be held accountable.
Yeah, we do. And we need help to be held accountable.
Exactly. I have brothers at that church that aren't afraid to say, hey, dude, what are you doing?
Right.
And
you need that.
Yep. We all need that.
And if you don't have a family like that, find one.
Yep.
Because you do. You know, we don't need the tickle and the tingling of the ear speech.
Oh, yeah.
We need the truth, because God speaks truth in love, and that's how we need to do it. That's our example that we need to be like. And it can be difficult, you know, sometimes to say, hey man, I don't think what you're doing is exactly right. You know, it's a little embarrassing, and it seems sort of judgmental. But if it's out in love and you're not there, hey, how dare you?
Yeah.
More like, hey man, this might not be the right thing to do, the smartest thing to do, and you know where this leads you to.
I've been there. I've done this.
Yeah.
I have found that a lot of times when I put myself out there and say, look, man, I've been there and I've done this. I know the consequences of what I'm doing, and I know where you're headed.
Yeah.
And I do this because I don't want to see you go down the same road I went down.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Right, absolutely.
But I tell everybody, you know, I am no better than nobody.
Right.
I feel like I was the worst of the worst, man. You know, like Saul and Paul.
Yep.
I mean, I just know what God has done.
Yeah.
And I know that God continues to not give up on me, because, man, I give up on him all the time.
Yeah, we do.
I get so mad at him sometimes, and I have some real deep conversations with him. He can take it.
Yeah. That's what's
I got
good.
pretty broad shoulders, but you know what? His are way broader than mine. And I tell you, he already knows what we're thinking.
Yeah.
So you might as well just talk to him.
Might as well just tell him.
Tell him how you feel.
Yep. Be real with him.
Ask him questions. I mean,
Yep.
that's how we learn.
Yep.
You know, because he'll answer the questions.
Mm-hmm.
You might not like the answers.
Right.
But as we grow and we mature, we understand that he loves us enough to give us the truth. You know? And I'd rather be hurt by the truth than loved by the lies.
The lies, and not the truth.
And that's happened so many times over my life. You know, you find out who your friends are.
Yeah.
I mean, going to prison,
Yeah.
I found out who my friends were. You know, people that said, yeah, I'll be there, man. I'll come visit you, and I'll call you, and da-da. I know the ones that came.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jason was probably my biggest supporter. Jason Mose, you know him.
Yeah.
But he is my brother, you know?
Yeah.
He is no longer with us on
Right.
this earth, but he is my brother.
Yeah.
He still is. Yeah? He always will be.
Right.
We always will be. Every one of us will always be.
Yeah, I know, and that's hard to, that's hard to wrap your head around. But that's an important thing. We will never not exist. You know, it's not on the same plane of earth. You know, because we as Christians believe in an afterlife, and we believe that our soul, our spirit, our inner being, not this flesh. This flesh will fade away. It'll turn back to the dirt. But we believe that our spirit will never die. And then the question then comes, well, where will you spend your time?
We are going to spend eternity.
Yeah.
You know how long eternity is?
Yeah.
It's like never stops.
Right.
And we're going to spend that in one of two places.
Yeah.
We're going to spend that in heaven, which is where I'm going.
Yes, hallelujah.
Which is where you're going.
Yep.
Or we're going to spend it in hell.
Yeah.
And hell's a real place.
Yeah.
Before I wanted to go to hell, I thought, man,
Yeah, you thought it was
I'm
a
gonna run
party.
that place, man.
Yeah, it was
I'm
a
gonna run
party,
that
man.
place.
Yeah.
You know? But reading scripture, I've learned what hell is. I don't want to go there. I don't want to spend half a second there.
Yeah.
People say we're living in hell right now. I mean, on earth. And I'm like, you guys ain't got a clue.
No clue.
You have no clue. And honestly, I don't have,
No, we don't even
The
have a
best
clue.
clue.
Right.
but I know what I've learned through scripture.
Yeah.
I know what the Holy Spirit's taught me.
Yeah. I mean, we can't fathom heaven.
Oh, no.
We can't fathom hell either.
No.
And that's scary. You know how horrible it's going to be. And the biggest thing is the separation from God, because God is pure love and pure peace and joy, and to not have any love, peace, or joy, that in itself is a horrible existence. And how easy is it to become saved, Jimmy? Tell them how easy it is.
It's so easy. I never thought about it being that easy before, but it's simple. You ask the Lord to save you. You say, hey, I know I'm a sinner. I know I need you to be saved. Your death, your burial, your resurrection is what's given me my salvation.
Yeah.
I surrender my life to you. Come live in me.
Yeah.
I'm ready. You know, I'm going to dedicate my life to serving you.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I did it.
Yeah, and that's it.
It's about surrender.
Yeah.
The simple thing is that you ask Jesus to come live in you. I surrender. I want to be saved. However you want to put the words, He knows what you mean.
Yeah.
When you're really, truly ready to dedicate your life, to have Him come live in you and be saved, it can be something simple as, Lord, save me.
Yes.
I want to be saved.
Yeah.
Or however you want to word it.
Yeah.
But when you're genuine and you know it's real, He knows it's genuine.
Yes.
He knows it's real. And you know, it's so easy to get saved.
I know.
That's the easiest part.
Yeah, that's the easy part.
It's walking the Christian life every day that's hard.
That's hard.
Some days are easier than others.
Yeah.
Some days are pure hell.
Right.
You know?
It's horrible.
I mean,
like, that's what I was talking about before. It's like all these other things. It's like my old self is still, present in my mind. I'm a new creation that God says, but in my mind I'm captive. And that's the devil's playground. I've heard that many times, saying our minds are where Satan captures us. It's where Satan has the ability to destroy us. And we let him,
all lies.
Yeah. And I tell you what, Jimmy goes from being a Klan member, okay? From being a Klan member to being called by the Lord to go where?
I have gone to Haiti on 4 mission trips now.
Yes.
And never in a million years did I ever think I'd be in Haiti. Even when I gave my life to the Lord and was going to church and all 9 yards, I help people all the time. People help me all the time.
Oh my word! And that's here's what's awesome, okay? Because God uses who we are. See, we're created for a reason, okay? Jimmy would always have your back. Jimmy was always willing to give you his shirt off his back. No matter what, Jimmy would do anything for you if he was your friend.
Yeah.
Okay? If he was your friend. Okay? Jimmy would do anything for you. He was always that way. And God used that. Once Jimmy said, God, you got me. God's like, good, because I know how giving and loving you are. Go ahead, man. So you went to Haiti.
Yeah. Jason Moses' dad, Rodney Moses, he heads up the Haiti Barnabas team at church. And he came to me and asked me if I would be interested in going. And I'm like, what? Like, it's still that little bit of old me was like, man, I don't know, man. I never really thought about going over there, I mean, I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. And I have black friends, if you want to get into the whole technical. I'm not a very technical person.
Yeah.
But finally, I'm like, you know what? I prayed about it. And God said, yeah, you need to go. And so I told him I would go. And that first trip, oh, man, I was sweating it.
Yeah.
Big, tough guy like me, and I was sweating bullets. I didn't know what to expect, what I was going to do, how it was going to work out. And I tell you what, man, I was going down there thinking that I was going to be a blessing to them, and I was going to help them so much. And I tell you what, they've been just as much, if not more of a blessing to me than I ever could be them. They have taught me so much. I have learned so much about how much I took for granted, how much I didn't appreciate what God has given me on this earth. When you go to a place like that, I mean, just to think, clean water, a bathroom. I never missed a toilet seat so bad in my life, I mean, the stuff that you would see, it just blew me away.
Yeah.
The kids, and how content those kids were
with nothing.
To kick a can around, playing the game, just kicking a can or a bottle or a stick or a rock, or here our kids are sitting around with $500-$600 phones playing games and stuff, and these kids
and upset.
Yeah. And these kids ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Compared to what our kids
Yeah,
have.
our kids playing hundreds of dollars worth of just games and complaining.
You know, a big thing for me was when I went to the church service. The first, I think we went on Saturday, and then in the morning we got up and went to their church service. Blew me away, man. Because I go into our churches and it's huge and nice and everything, you know.
Yeah.
And I go to this Haiti church and it's a shack.
Yeah.
Like old wood and the used tin and just, I mean, it looked like homeless houses and stuff.
And that was their place of worship.
But that was their church at the time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But man, praise the Lord, to watch them have a church service. We go to church for an hour, and everybody's like, "Man, is it 10:30
yeah,
yet?
watching them watch.
You know, is it 10:30? Because you know, I got to do this or I got to do that." You know, church starts say at 9 o'clock here in Haiti, and church ends when church ends.
When church ends.
You know,
Amen.
and I think it was like two and a half hours.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, you know, we sing, you know, half the time there, hey, you know, would you all stand with us and worship, you know?
Yeah, they almost got to
Down there-
beg you to stand.
Down there,
Yeah.
it's like everybody stands, everybody sings. Even if they can't sing, they sing. That's me.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotcha.
I'm sure people around me at church are just like,
Or
"No,
wishing
you
you'd be
just shut
quiet."
up." But hey, I make a joyful noise too.
Hey, hallelujah.
For me, it's a joyful
Yeah,
noise.
you're not
you
singing
know?
to them.
No, I'm singing to God.
Yes.
But that is to watch them worship. And I have a video I had to send you.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Oh,
their
yeah,
church
stick around.
service.
He's going to send me some videos. I'm going to have them at the end. And I'm going to show pictures and anything he's able to give me,
Yeah.
I'm going to have it at the end. Okay, so stick around to the end. And afterwards, go ahead.
But yeah, they're the way they worship. We have so much, and we worship so little.
Wow.
They have so little, and they worship so much.
That's deep.
It is.
Yeah.
And you can't appreciate that
Yeah.
until you go there and be a part of that.
Yeah, because their focus is actually on God, and it seems like our focus is on everything else, and God's sort of just in the mix.
Yeah.
It's like we have hands full, and God's kind of has a part in our hands because we have so much. And here, all they have a lot of times is God.
Yeah.
But God's enough.
Yeah.
We've got it backwards, don't we?
Yep. We sure do. You know, to think about, I don't know how many people have said, "Man, I can't believe it. You used to be a Klansman.
Right.
And now you're going to Haiti."
I know, it blew my mind. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my word, this is so awesome.
I'd have never thought it.
No.
You know, that's all God. That's nothing that I did.
That is
And
a Saul and Paul conversion, brother.
He has put Haiti so deep in my heart that I wish I could win the lottery for $500 million and just go down there and try to help. You can't just go down there and give.
Yeah.
Because they don't learn and appreciate.
I know what you mean.
You know, and it's kind of like you can't go to the woods and feed the wild animals because then they don't know how to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Or maybe with me or anybody else. I
Right,
mean,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
so to try to help me, a lot of people have invested time in me, you know, and money and whatever to help me get to be where I am today. You know, and that's the same thing that I try to do with other people.
Yeah.
And I would love to be able to do with Haiti.
Yeah.
And we do that just through our prayers,
Right.
through going on the mission trips. Plenty of other people go down there.
Yeah.
You know, there's all kinds of people from all over the world that go to Haiti because it's one of the worst places, so to speak, as far as they have black magic, they got all kinds of stuff.
Gotcha.
But the hurricanes and earthquakes, whatever else.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the poverty level and the things that they go through. It's like every time they try to get back up, something else comes.
Something knocks them down.
You know, and they really do have it hard.
Yeah.
But they really do. Praise the Lord, man. And I can't wrap my head around the whole when you have so little, but you praise so much.
Yeah.
You know, but going there and it's life changing, man. If anybody can ever go to Haiti, Dominican Republic, wherever you can go, and there's other places. I mean, there's places to go to Russia. There's mission trips all over the world.
Yeah.
You know, it truly
There's
is.
mission trips in your backyard.
Yeah, exactly. In the United States.
Yep.
To go and to serve and to be served.
Yeah.
You know, because it's
you went to you went to serve, and then they blessed you.
Yeah. Yep.
But isn't that how God does it?
Oh,
you know.
man.
And that's why that's why, especially lots of people think, well, what's this whole, Christians always asking to give and everything. Man, there's something about giving. And I'm not talking monetary things. I'm not talking money. Yes, you get blessed giving money. I'm not saying that. But there's something about giving of yourself to someone that it gives you this feeling that you can't get from anything else.
Yep.
And it's unexplainable. When you serve somebody, where, especially in this society, the thought of serving people is unheard of, and it's like, oh no, how dare you, this and that. But man, there is something about serving people that just blesses you. A
lot of times you don't realize how much more you're blessed by blessing.
Yeah.
Even monetarily. I tithe and I give gifts and I give this. And part of me, the evil side of me, the selfish side of me still says, man, that could be some more chrome for my Harley, or that could be, some vacation time, or that could be this or that could be that. Yeah, it could. But you know what? There's people out there that need things more than I do.
Yeah.
And there's also times where I need that.
Yeah.
The church has helped me.
Yeah.
The church has helped family members. The church helps piles of people.
Yeah.
And our system was not invented to have welfare and things like that. The church was supposed to be what took care of people.
You're right. You're right.
There's not enough people to go to church anymore compared to what we have doing other things. And there's nothing wrong with the welfare system.
No.
With using it if you need it.
Right.
But it has become a way of life for a lot of people. And I don't really want to get into the politics of that.
Right.
But to get back to where the church helps.
Yeah, the church is supposed to be in charge of that. And we're supposed to help the widows and the orphans and the people in need.
And we still, as a church, do a lot of that. Yeah. Piles of that.
Yes.
People don't understand. And they see a lot of big churches getting bigger and shinier. And yes, some of the churches do use that like that.
Right.
And personally, I don't agree with that. But that's my personal opinion.
Right.
And I'm entitled to it.
You don't mess with Jimmy. You got a problem?
Not like that anymore.
No, I'm just playing.
But I do stand up for my beliefs.
Yeah, and you got to.
I have no problems doing that.
Yep.
When you're a big guy, you can do that, yeah. But I did have times, though, man, where I can find the old me coming out.
Yeah. It's a battle.
You know that.
Yeah, it's a battle.
Just the other day, there was a drunk, believe it or not, and he was a black fella, and he was talking all this, Muslim that, and I sat there like, man, I really don't want to hear this. And part of me wanted to stand up and say, look, dude, you're in a restaurant, there's many, many other people here, we really don't want to hear it.
You're right.
But I didn't. Said a little prayer like, Lord, you shut him up, pretty much,
Right.
But then he stood up and he started coming over towards my family. I could feel my fist clench up. And I was ready. I was loaded. And I thought, wow.
Just
that old instinct is
just
still
that
there.
Quick. Yeah.
That instinct, that old instinct was still there.
Yeah, that I'm going to punch you in the face.
Luckily, I realized that. And I would have defended my family had I needed to.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind. But I didn't have to. God stopped that. Another one of those provisions where you think, that was you, God. Thank you. You knew what was coming.
Yeah. And see,
you stopped that.
And lots of you probably don't understand this and what he's talking about, because you deal with your own shortcomings. We all do.
Yep.
If you say you don't deal with them, you're lying to yourself. And that's probably a shortcoming.
Or some of us just don't deal with it too.
So Jimmy, was a fighter. Jimmy was a fighter. That's all I'm going to say. And Jimmy would rather speak with his fist than speak with his mouth. And I think a lot of times you enjoyed fighting. And I think that he got a thrill out of it. And he was good at it. And so for him to state that, that's what he's trying to say. It's like, my old self, I would talk with my fist. I was good at it. And I had I loved it. You know, I liked it.
Yeah.
And I remember Jimmy always getting into fights and things like that. And that's what he's talking about, where that old self, like that old, you know, man inside him says, well, we're going to deal with this way, you know? And then God comes in and says, calm down a little bit, man.
Yeah.
You know, I got this.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Yeah.
He does, you know?
Yeah.
And I do think back to those days.
Yeah.
You know, and I honestly, I did feed off of that.
Yeah.
I loved it. You know, my grandfather told me, hey, if you're good at something, don't quit doing it. I was good at something.
Yeah. You were good at it.
I don't think that's what he meant by it.
No.
You know, and I've had I had tanned a few times.
Yeah.
You know, but I actually did enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. We could
Looking
tell.
back, you know.
We could tell you enjoyed it.
But it wasn't. It was kind of who I was, who I was trying to be. More of that attention thing.
It was your identity.
It was. I mean people.
Yeah.
My ex-wife just told my daughter that, you know, your dad had a reputation.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll tell you a couple stories. And I don't try to keep things. I don't keep stuff from my daughter.
Yeah. I don't keep things from my kids either.
My
right.
kids.
Yep.
They know who I used to be.
Yeah.
They know what I used to do.
Yep.
They know that I've been in and out of prison 6 times.
Yep.
They know the DUIs, the fights, just everything.
Yep.
The drugs, because they need to know that stuff.
Yeah.
They need to know that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to why I tell them not to do this, not to do that.
You're talking out of experience.
Our kids, our daughters are 15 years old.
Yeah.
And they're starting to experiment with stuff.
Right.
Peer pressure. Friends, well, my friend does this, my friend does that. It's like, I don't care what your friends do. Your friends aren't my children.
Yep. You're right.
You're my kid.
Yeah, and we're responsible.
My responsibility. And that's how it's going to be.
Right.
You know?
Oh, I know.
You need to listen to me.
Yep.
So,
Jimmy, there's a lot we have to talk about yet. And talk about loss of your loved ones and your marriages and prison and just a lot to talk about. And I think we're going to just quit it right now and we'll save that for later. Does it sound good?
Sure.
All right. Hey, guys. Yes. So, guys, I really, really appreciate Jimmy speaking with us, and I hope you enjoyed it and just are as excited as I am to pick this back up at another time. But until then, you'll be able to watch this. Please stick around. Jimmy's going to give me a bunch of pictures of Haiti and some videos he has, and we're going to upload them. So don't go anywhere, because there's exciting videos and pictures that's going to be at the end of this. So thanks a lot, and God bless. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Also hit that notification button, ring the bell, that way you never miss a new video we upload. Have a great day. God bless.